In this episode of Flipping Bikes,
the front tire is super flat and it's really hard to turn. Piece right here, you guys see this? It's snapped.
What do you think?
It's not really what I was expecting.
Really?
The forks are leaking, dude.
what is going on, peeps? Today is March 6th, it's noon, and today we're going to look at a GSXR-600. This is a 2006 GSXR-600. Looks very, very clean from the photos. It does have slightly higher miles. I think it has 28K, and he wants 3,800 for it. I think that's a pretty solid price. I know that I can probably get a minimum of 4,800 for this bike, so it'll be $1,000 profit. But in the video, the bike looks really good. It's all OEM plastics. It's idling really nicely. Sounds like it revs really good. And on this year bike, I'm a sucker for those blue wheels. They look really, really nice. But yeah, we're gonna go check this out in person. I would love to pay like 3,500 for it. I'm not sure if he would take that low though, but we're gonna go ahead and see. Also, while I'm at the computer, I wanna give a huge thank you to everyone who found the channel and has been showing some love. You can see we got 7,000 views. That's crazy. Honestly, I was posting these videos and I know they're pretty cringe, but I was not expecting anybody to see them. Okay, so it's a little later now. We just got sent the address and we are heading to U-Haul. Comfort or style? Definitely style. Okay, we got a full tank. We got our U-Haul. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Let go. Okay, we're 1 minute out. He seems like a cool guy. I think this will be a pretty nice deal. Beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
Why are you selling it?
Fuck, dude, my girlfriend making me sell it.
How long have you had it for?
I just had it since last summer, dude.
How many miles do you think you added to it?
Dude, I only put like 150 on it, maybe 200. Not a lot at all, dude. I just got it.
Who'd you get it from?
I got it from my buddy Cameron, a guy I work with. I spent too much on for it, dude.
What'd you spend?
47. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah, 47's a little high for the miles.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's fire it up. You know what these are from?
I don't, bro. I have no idea. Yeah, I wish I wasn't so fucking impulsive when I bought it.
Yeah. You got a way that I should go? What do you recommend?
I mean, this whole thing blocks around, so
Okay.
yeah.
Whoa, this tire is so flat. Yo, the front tire is super flat and it's really hard to turn back.
against me, dude. Yeah, guys, we're gonna have to bring the price down. I think we'll be good at it. We can probably bring it down to like 33, I would say. Yeah, because 38 is too much, dude. This piece right here, you guys see this? It's snapped. So you need a new cowl right here. Wow, it is fighting me hard, dude. Dude, I literally, oh my days. Bro, like, do you guys see this? Yo, is this a pop tire? Yeah, there's like no air in the front tire at all. And look at this throttle, look at the play in this throttle. You guys seeing this? The bike feels okay, I mean, forks. Dude, it's not really what I was expecting.
Really?
Yeah. What happened right here with the this front bracket? Like there's a crack right here.
Is it broke?
Yeah, it's snapped.
I don't know.
Here, I got you.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's like totally snapped off. Also, this front tire has no air in it. Does it have a hole? I could not even like turn this bike. I was really scared to lean it. Feel it.
It's probably just yeah.
It's like totally flat. Was it like this when you parked it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't done anything to it. I fucking haven't even rode it since fucking September.
And the last thing I don't like is the forks are leaking. Dude.
Yeah.
That's a huge bummer because it's pretty expensive to do.
Really?
Yeah, like a shop will charge you a few $100 to do it because they got to pull it totally off the bike and all that. Take the wheel off.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, are you firm at your price? Because I feel like, dude, I mean, you didn't put much in your listing, right? But I feel like people come here, you probably hear slightly similar stuff.
Yeah.
And like this around the gas tank as well.
Yeah.
I don't think this bike is beyond repair, and I don't really mind like doing a little bit of fixing on it. Yeah. I was kind of hoping something more that I just buy and ride though, but
yeah. If
you're not firm on your price, I'll still take it, but
how much you want to do?
I would give you 3K.
3?
Mm-hmm. You have just the one key as well?
Yeah. Will you do 34?
Not quite, dude. Nah, I would just check out some other bikes, but 3K I'll take it. Gas tank looks good. No rust in there.
I could do 32.
I'll give you 31, and that's the best.
Really?
Yeah, if not, I'll have to walk, unfortunately. A shop will charge you like $400 to do just forks alone.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah. 31, I'll do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Yeah, I mean, solid bike for sure.
Well, at least I know shit to look for when I buy another bike.
Dude, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, you have to be really careful with bikes.
Yeah.
Did you sign the title yet? Or you wait?
No, dude. I'll do that.
Here, yeah. Give me one sec. I got a bill of sale too.
All right.
You see that, guys? Boom. Honestly, 3K is still a little high, but that's fine. Okay, so we got the bike for 31. Now we're just eating some Taco Bell, minus 17 bucks, and then we're going back to the shop. Okay guys, so I'm pretty tired and my battery is running low. So we're gonna do a quick overview of the bike, and then tomorrow morning we'll come back and we'll really take a deep look into her. So starting off, something that we have to replace is this front stay. You can see that right here, it has a total crack in it. You guys can see it pretty well right there. It is totally cracked off. Now the bike wasn't crashed, so what I'm thinking is that somebody was moving the bike by the mirror for some reason, or maybe it fell onto the mirror or something, but there was a lot of impact right there, and I think it just snapped off. That's a pretty cheap fix, and they're super available on eBay, so I can probably have a replacement sometime this week, and it should be pretty easy to swap out. The next thing that I noticed is this clutch lever. It was clearly sanded down, and I really don't like that look. So I'm probably gonna get like a $30 set of levers for this bike. A really annoying thing is around the gas tank, there's these little spots where the paint's like chipped almost. And I don't think I could fix this. So this would probably have to be covered by maybe a sticker, or I just leave it as is. On the left side, we have a crack right here going through this fairing, but it seems like it was glued together because it's very, very sturdy and intact. I also noticed that the chain is really sloppy. And the last thing for now is the forks. They're not leaking crazy bad, but I would rate this probably a 4 or maybe even a 5 out of 10. I have a little seal tool that I'm gonna try to use tomorrow to see if we can stop this leak. And if we can't, then we might have to service the forks. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I'll catch you guys in the morning and we'll see if we can find any surprises. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna let this bike run for about 10 minutes before I leave right now. And then when I come back in the morning, I'll see if there's any fresh leaks. Okay, that was more like 15 minutes, but that was an interesting little hiccup that we had starting the bike. I don't know if that's gonna happen every time we try to cold start it, but we'll figure out tomorrow. Okay, so it is the next morning, and the first thing I have to do is cold start this bike and see if I have an issue starting it. It looks like there was no leaks from last night, which is a good sign. Okay, that was attempt number 1. Okay, interesting. So my initial thought was that it would be this clutch switch, and when you pull in the clutch lever all the way, it wasn't fully in contact, causing it to have a little bit of trouble. And I've had this problem with another Gixxer last year, so that was kind of my initial thought, but it seems like it might not be. But it seems like on the first crank it had a little bit of problem, and on the second one it was totally fine. So it's something on that initial start. Let's also check in on the oil. Oil seems to actually be a really nice color. I'm happy to say that the front tire is good though. It holds air. This is a Diablo Rosso. It is a 2019. And then this is also a Diablo Rosso 2020. So the tires are actually very nice. The first thing I'm gonna do is check the battery really quick, make sure that it's good. Battery looks okay, I would say, but we're gonna take it out and see what year it is. Okay, so normally the battery will have a sticker on it that shows the month and the year that the battery was made. But on here, I'm not seeing it. So I'm not totally sure how old this battery is. But for now, I'm gonna take a good battery out of my Repsol, put it in here and see if that helps that starting issue at all. Okay, so we're gonna test the good battery first. We're at about 13.5 without the bike on. But we're gonna go ahead, start the bike, and then we'll see how low it drops. I also zip tied the clutch so I could do this with one hand. So we got 13.5, 13.2, and starting it. It went down to, I think I saw like 11.2, which is really good. You don't want to see it go below 10. Once it goes below 10, then yeah, you can have trouble. And now the battery in question, again, still reading around 12.5. Turn the bike on. 12.1, 12.0. Start the bike. It did hit a little bit below 11, but I wouldn't say this is a bad battery. I'm gonna keep that battery in it for now, and then do a cold start the next time that I come here and see if the battery makes a difference. And of course, this bike needs a new lever, but the good thing about having so many bikes and collecting so many parts is we have a perfect match right here. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Now, really quickly, I'm gonna clean out everything right here and then re-grease it, and then we'll install the new lever. Here's the clutch switch. So these can definitely give you issues when starting the bike. When you pull in the clutch, it won't actuate like 100%. It is really dirty, but I don't think anything's wrong with it. There we go. Now let's adjust the lever a little bit. Now let's just make sure I didn't break anything. Doesn't start. Pull in the clutch. Doesn't start. Dang it, dude. Oh, it's not plugged in. Dude, I'm an idiot. I was like, no way I broke it. I was so careful. Okay, now it's plugged in. Try to start it. Doesn't start. Pull in the clutch. So now if we get a top view, we can see the levers. What I'm noticing is that one lever is aimed slightly higher and this lever is slightly lower. I'm gonna compare it to this Gixxer, and it seems like they're both kind of at the same downwards angle. So we're gonna take this part and put it down. And that's nothing more than an 8mm. There we go. I'm gonna lower it down about right there and then tighten it. Much better. Okay, so all we're gonna be using is soap, water, a rag, and then this is my fork seal tool. But with this tool, you slide down the dust seal first, you insert this all the way into the fork seal, and then this hook right here catches any dirt that might be causing a bad seal. I'm gonna give it a few shoves and see how much of the fluid comes out. And as you guys can see, a little bit of fluid did come out, but I don't think this is a concerning amount. I'm pretty sure we can fix this. I'm gonna slide that down. We're gonna take the hook and push it against the fork while also pushing up. And now we're gonna go around. That's one circle. Now we're gonna come down and look at that. Wow, hold on, let's get some. I hope you guys can see this, but you see that? All of that right there was in the fork seal, and that really easily could break the seal and make the forks leak. Probably hard to tell on camera, but there's definitely a lot less. So we'll just do the same thing on the other side. So I actually just cleaned the fork and did the test, and it barely leaked anything at all, like literally nothing. So I'm just gonna leave this seal for now. Okay, so it is day 3. Yesterday, I was only here for about an hour or 2. I didn't really do that much. I just kind of cleaned it and posted it. I have a crazy amount of messages on Facebook I have to get back to, and I don't really want to show the bike until I fix at least this bracket right here. But I've been thinking about that starting issue, and I'm leaning towards the gas is either the wrong gas or old gas. I would say that oil looks like a really nice color. I already knew that, but we're still gonna do this just for my peace of mind. We also grabbed this oil filter from Walmart. I wanted to get a K&N one, but this is all they had. There we go. Yuck. Mobile 1, 1040. That right there is about halfway. We'll add more if we need later. So 5 was a little too tight, so we went up to 5.3 on both sides, and now the chain is perfect. Really quickly, I'm gonna look up the torque spec of this. I'm reading 72 foot-pounds. Also, if you guys are flipping bikes, one thing that you always want to have is a bunch of valve caps. The amount of times that people are missing their caps is insane. So we'll get 2 for this bike because it was missing both. 1, 2. And I know that's the smallest thing ever, but it's so satisfying. The bike also needs a set of bar ends. So we're gonna install these really quick. Another satisfying little touch. Guys, so today is day 5 of working on the bike. I didn't record day 4, but all I did was basically take off the front nose, and that was in preparation of replacing the front stay. If you guys remember, it had a broken bracket by the mirror, and that's exactly what we got right here. Now, some of you guys remember the starting issue that we had. Turns out it was nothing more than old gas. So I put in about half a tank of fresh 93, and we're about to do a cold start. So yeah, I was very happy that the problem was as simple as that, because it could have been fuel pump, could have been like spark plugs, could have been something electrical, but it turned out just to be bad gas. So yeah, that's going on today. We're gonna quickly slap on the nose, put all the fairings back together, and then this bike is gonna wait to be sold. Alrighty guys, so the bike is all put back together. Really quickly, I want to take it for a quick spin, and I want to see how the tires feel, and I also want to give it one more chance to really warm up.
Oh my. Guys, this bike feels totally new now. I can't believe this. Wow, this bike feels like... Dude, this bike feels amazing now. Wow, I can't believe this, bro. What a big difference. God, bro, this bike feels so much better now. Oh, so much better. Wow. First bike or second? What'd you have before?
We got a lot of them. Oh. Is this like motorcycle or like a mechanic roll? Like
It's more like a shop. It's more shops than storage units.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, tell us the history. Did you fix bikes or something? Or?
Yeah, I buy and fixed them up. This one didn't really need that much. I'll tell you a little bit about it. But I did do a fresh oil change on it. I did the brakes. These are newer tires.
It's pretty cool that you guys can do this here. Most like storage spaces are hard.
Yeah, no, you can't in most places.
No. We drove in, I saw all the cars, and I was like, what's going on? And then you open yours up, and I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah, no. It's an awesome community because some people do like painting and woodwork.
So you can kind of switch around and like, if you need something done and you know people.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what you do full time?
Not full time. I wish I could do it full time, but there's not enough bikes to be doing this full time.
Because it was Washington. If you're in California,
Right.
it's totally different.
I want to go to like, Texas.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Texas. Yeah. Anywhere where there's more sunshine than.
Exactly. Alrighty guys, so it is time for the recap. Let's see how much money I made and if it was worth my time. So this is a 2006 GSXR-600. We bought this bike for $3,100, but then we also spent 40 bucks on gas, 25 on U-Haul, and 17 for food. That totaled our day one to $31.82, but we also ended up ordering a few parts for the bike. So we spent $37 on the front stay. We spent $9 on the bar ends. And we spent $10 on an oil filter. And I also used quite a bit of parts cleaner and rags, so we're just going to throw 20 bucks on there. I don't think it was quite that much, but we'll just keep it there to be safe. So this brings us to a total of 76 bucks, which means our grand total was $32.58 spent on the bike. Now, we sold the bike for 4,500 bucks, leaving us with a grand total of $1,242, but we're just going to keep this at $1,250, a nice round number. And we got this bike on the 6th of March, and we sold it on the 16th. So that's 10 days. So we made 1,200 bucks in 10 days. However, I also kept track of the amount of hours that we spent on the bike, and this includes driving, going to the store, and working on the bike. And in total, we spent 24 hours on everything. One thing I'm actually not counting is editing the footage, which I spent a ton of time on. But we spent 24 hours working on the bike. Okay, let's pretend I'm not making a YouTube video on this. And we made 1,250 bucks, which brings our hourly rate to 52 bucks an hour, which isn't the best, but it's also not the worst. However, also, in the meantime, we also picked up a Daytona 675 and another CBR 1000. And not to mention, a couple days before I bought this Gixxer, I also got a Gixxer 750. So all of these bikes are going to be also going for sale. And hopefully I can sell 1 or 2 of them before the end of the month. And then I'll do a month recap where I go over how much I made for the whole month. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Peace.